I do.
It's time for more egg. I know we need to do something else at some point, but I just want to play egg, you know? Do my little tweet. For as long as Twitter still exists, we'll be doing the little tweet. I don't know why it says mini egg mode. That's new. But yeah, just like a little 2-hour stream today. Just some bonus level. I don't know what mini egg mode is actually. Does it make the game... There's... You can do it all again on mini egg mode? Let's have a look. I just want to see. I'm not going to do the whole thing on mini egg mode. That'd be silly, wouldn't it? We're a small egg. Do we jump different? Oh, it's exactly the same, but the egg is smaller. I forget where the toasts are in this. Is the toast over here? Yes, it is. Where's the other toast again? I've forgotten where the other toast on level 1 is. Is it in the bathroom? Yeah, it's in the bathroom. It's on the toilet. That's not where you keep your toast. We don't actually get anything from this, I think. I think it's just like a mode to do it again. There's no real reward as far as I know from doing mini egg mode. I think it's just harder. We're not... Imagine doing the bonus, but specifically in mini egg mode. That'd be funny. I don't know how I've unlocked this. It just appeared. Anyway. Let's go back to title. Because we're not doing mini egg mode. I don't know where it's gone. I think you have to do something specific when stuff's loading to load it up. Just Aoife. No one else. Just Aoife. Which might be a good way of describing this stream by the look of the viewer count. Nobody else, just Aoife. Which is exactly what we want. Maybe that's what it should be. How funny would it be if this is the stream where I beat the fucking bonus level and it's the stream when no one is here? I think that'd be really funny. It won't be. I should really like hide the numbers. I don't know if they actually help me at all. I think they just stress me out. I was gonna do some Age of Empires today, and then I was like, not really sure. I wasn't really sure, what's the word? I wasn't really sure if doing it for just 2 hours would be interesting, and also if doing, like, English Aoife, if doing, it without having done any kind of tutorial would be particularly fun. We may move over to Lost Egg 3 and do some bonus attempts there if this game stresses me too much. Because I feel like I'm nearly there with the Lost Egg free bonus level. Like, this one, I'm still hours away from being close to finishing. Like, even if we make good progress today, I doubt it'll be enough progress to beat the game. And also I'm doing things like that still. Whereas Lost Egg free, the bonus level is relatively pretty easy compared to this one. Like, it's longer. It's quite longer. It's a lot longer. It's a lot longer. But at the same time, there's only really 2 or 3 things that I would describe as like particularly challenging. Whereas in Lost Egg 2, the bonus level is really hard. And I think with Lost Egg 3, definitely, like, both stages 5 and 6, I've found more difficult than doing the bonus level of, There's also Lost Balloons that we do need to go back to at some point, but I think I need to actually, because itchy nose. Looking at the achievement stats, oh, my nose is so itchy. Looking at the achievement stats, like, it's not actually that hard compared to some of the others. But, like, maybe it's just because, like, only Kimidori, like, hardcore Kimidori fans have played it, but relatively, every single every single, like, achievement has, like, a way higher percentage completion than it has for, like, Lost Egg, for any of the Lost Egg games, I think. I haven't checked Lost Egg 1, but I think Lost Egg 1 is probably easier. I haven't played it. From what I gather, Lost Egg 1 is easier. Hello, Aywasher. How are you doing? It's so wet outside today. I always get a little spin on the first of these platforms. I don't know if it helps at all, but it's tradition now. No, no. Oh, my headphones aren't in properly. Yeah, something. There we go, my headphones are in properly now. So I didn't realise that the 4th season, which I think is the final season of Sex Education, comes out on Thursday. I just got, like, I forget. It's a big Netflix show, but I don't know if they push it that hard. Like, it's not the sort of show you see advertised on buses and stuff. I don't know if that's a good metric. I don't know if Netflix do that. I know Disney Plus do that. Because you'll see adverts for, like, Ahsoka, which feels like a really weird show to advertise on the side of your buses, given as it's basically just a live-action season of Rebels, I think, or Clone Wars, or maybe both. Maybe they're the same show. I don't know enough about Star Wars. Oh. Rest in peace, Egg. Boing. See, I'm thinking... Yeah. I think it's upsetting to realize, like, society has been taken over by Disney adults. It's something that adults... Gosh, the Americans have got me. Gosh. Oh, I'm speaking golly gosh. Yeah, you don't... It's... The Americans have got me saying adults instead of adults, like it's sad. It's adults, not adults. Gee golly. Oh gosh. They do that in the final season of Riverdale, because the final season of Riverdale is set in the 50s, so all of the characters speak, like, in 50s slang most of the time, except for when, like, they'll use, like, some really modern piece of work. Oh boy, oh boy. If my brain could function, like, pass enough of that old slang to do an entire stream in it, that'd be really funny to me. Ah. Boing. So yeah, if I'm not very happy after one attempt at this, we'll either go do Lost Egg 3. I should do. I mean, I have to watch Pinocchio 1940 as prep for Lies of P, which I assume we're gonna do once we beat Dark Souls 3. Before we do any of the other games, we'll definitely do Lies of P. Yeah. I've actually never seen it. I've actually never seen Disney's Pinocchio. I've seen Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. But I haven't seen Disney's. Yeah, I've heard good things. I should watch the horrible live-action remake that Disney did. Jordan, on the live-action remake? Oh yeah, I think... The thing is, the live-action Disney remakes do suck. Wait, is he a big fan of Pinocchio? Ah, I didn't know this. That would explain the way he dresses. That would explain his, like, flamboyant outfits. Okay. I forgot it was Tuesday today. I thought it was Monday until like 10 minutes ago when I started streaming. Oh, I see. I understand. He's probably not wrong. Like, it is kind of. But like any hero's story is kind of a Jesus story if you think about it. Like, the sort of Joseph Campbell, Hero of a Thousand Faces, like, hero's journey, kind of is, in many ways, like, Star Wars could be seen as, like, a biblical allegory. Like, a lot of things could be. Like, Lord of the Rings, Narnia definitely is. Like, Gandalf could be seen as Jesus. Jesus who, like, smokes, who blows like fat clouds, and also has like a Prius. I'm assuming that's a part of Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen them in a while. I seem to remember Gandalf having a Prius. Yeah, cool Jesus. No. No. There we go. Oh, we had a Nissan. Sorry. I was misremembering. I'm a fake fan. Okay, we've made it over here twice in 12 minutes, which isn't bad. Pfft. Yeah, no. This is actually a fun thing. I think different countries got different cuts of Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf had a different card depending on like what licensing deals they could get in that country, and it's really obvious when they've like edited Ian McKellen saying Nissan, which is exactly how he says it. He says Nissan. In that exact voice. There we go. In Germany, for some reason, it was a Trabant. I think they were confused about who won the Cold War for some reason. No. Oh, was it? I don't know enough about cars. Okay, so we've made it up there 3 times in 13 minutes. That's not too bad. Every time we've been making a little more progress, which is always good. And we won't make progress every time, but overall, the moral arc of Egg is long and bends towards victory. I am aware of the Vauxhall Corsa. I'm aware of the existence of the Vauxhall Corsa. I don't know, like, specifics about it. Like, my family always had Fords growing up. Because we're good, honest Americans. Ford have been trying to push the Mustang in the UK recently, and it's like such a weird car to push in the UK. Like, the Mustang feels so American. I bet when I used to work in a shopping centre. Oh, it's a yeah, they own Holden now. Yeah, because Holden used to make the Holden Commodore and like other like utes. I know about this because I'm a connoisseur of hoon culture. Four. It is weird how like few actual car companies there are now. They're all just like owned by the same. Yeah, they shut down Holden. It's evil. It's anti-Australian, if you ask me. Also, the fact that Forza Horizon doesn't have like any Holdens in it. Well, I think it does have a Holden. It doesn't have the Holden Commodore, which I really do want to see them add it in at some point. Yeah, they do just like trade the brands like they're football players. Which is a weird way of describing it, but... Wait, because Forza Horizon 4 doesn't, but if Forza Horizon 5 does, that's very exciting. No! We're getting pretty good at ladder, at least. Egg, 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 egg. Sometimes you have to just be head empty and just replace all your words with just like boing or egg. And that's how you achieve victory. Oh. Right. The more I hype myself up the ladder, the bigger it'll be a fail. Ah, it's the cops. To the moon. Well, there's a sun. There's a sun. There's certainly a sun. Also, hi. How you doing? Ha, 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 ha. Egg. And now it gets... We did it! We didn't make it for like 3 hours yesterday. And instead, today, we simply did it. Oh, we just hit the second music cue. Right, let's practice trying not to move. Right. Oh, okay, don't fall off, don't fall off. Now we get to spend like an hour trying to do this. Okay, remember there's health down there. Because this is where the level actually gets hard. Also, this being boss music is very funny. It's such... This is like end credits music if I've ever heard it. I'm sorry. You know how I am with jokes. Mid-yolks. Fuck. Just fell off that time. No, I think I should be constantly apologetic. It really endears people to me. What was that? I don't understand enough about physics to launch the egg properly. It is indeed. Okay, I'm getting on too late, I think, because we don't have the momentum. How I love it when I lose this bit. It's a fascinating bit to forget how to do. Oh my gosh, I was on Facebook today checking something, and I checked my timeline, which I sometimes do because it's always fascinating. And someone I think I met on a night out once who seemed nice-ish, and naturally I added her on Facebook, as you do, because I'm a young person, and young people still use Facebook, was posting... It has egg physics. This is true. I can direct where I'm falling, which you traditionally can't. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. I need to get better at predicting where these are going to land. No! Yeah, probably if I'm going backwards in the air is what's screwing me over. You are correct. No. Yeah, on her... Oh, the Facebook story. Yeah, she was posting inspirational Joker memes. And, like, I always forget that Facebook is like this. It's just such a magical place. Like, it's a type of posting you see there that you just don't see anywhere else. Like, yeah, she was posting, like, inspirational, like, Joker memes. Specifically with Jared Leto's Joker, which is interesting. I don't know how to react to that particularly. Ah, that was a... Yeah. I'm 50. I just look very young. Ah, I see. There we go. Terrible. No, 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 no! Well, we've done it like 3 times. We can do it again. How hard can it be? What a epic fail. At least I have this bit like muscle memory. Don't look away. Yeah, that was such an epic fail, as we all know from the song Last Friday Night. It was on last night and I wasn't. Oh yeah. It's gonna suck so bad if like we don't get to the sun again. And that was our only taste of walking on sunshine. But also... oh... yeah, it was a callback to, yeah, I'm very good at callbacks. They call me the callback kid. Oh. Yeah, indeed. Where's the love y'all? People killing, people dying. This is the thing, I've talked about something unique for like 10 minutes now, so I need to go back to like the 3 wells I know well. Thank you. Thank you for clipping it. The clips do help me out because sometimes they're good and I turn them into like YouTube shorts, which we appreciate. It is, it's called semen retention. Yeah. Sorry, audience retention. I don't actually know what semen retention is. It's just a term I've heard. There we go, and here goes Aoife's brain. It started raining and now my brain just doesn't function. People killing, people dying, children hurting, children crying. Will you practice what you preach? Now you find the opportunity of a father helper. Send a message from above. And come help me. Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? So people don't nut, and that makes brain bigger. That's such a silly idea. Coco jump. Coco epic fail. Remember Harambe? I think about Harambe a lot. Like, the internet can't have things like Harambe anymore. I feel like the closest, like, thing we've had to Harambe was when Geronimo got murdered by Keir Starmer. And that's like a Britain thing. Like, the world wasn't talking about Geronimo. Like, it wasn't like dicks out for Geronimo. IQ is stored along with piss in the balls. This is why I don't piss, because piss is where piss is your brain. Oh yeah, no, it is also very sodgy. You are correct. Like, the idea that men are somehow inherently more smart because brain is in balls. When you... But also, more importantly, when you nut in space, do you go backwards? Fuck, I miss Yahoo Answers. Yahoo Answers used to give us gems like that. And now we don't have it. The internet used to be better. Back in my day. That is fair. That's a lot of vehicles. Hope nothing bad's happening, because that's like a lot of emergency vehicles going past. Dolls do be. Yeah, Quora does do it, but Quora has different vibes to Yahoo Answers, I feel. Like, Yahoo Answers was... I don't be aspiring to be stupid. I aspire to be smart. I'm just not. I mean, I think the McElroys did replace their Yahoo Answers segment with a, like, Quora segment, and I don't know if it works as well, because I haven't listened to them in a while, but, like, they do have the same energy. Maybe I should listen to an episode of My Brother and Me and report back. See if it's changed at all. Or if it's the same podcast still. Exactly. No. No. See, you think that's Antifa, but it's not. It's actually the patriarchy controlling you. I hate to say this. I hate to say it, but you're falling for the patriarchy's lies. I've become too woke. I've become too woke. Yeah, it's My Brother, and Pratt. No. I've transcended, like, the left, and now I am merely wokeness incarnate. Okay, no, imagine if the MCU had a new hero who was just the embodied, they turned into, like, energy, and they're like, holy shit, what are they? And then they're like, don't say shit. That's pretty problematic of you. Because they're wokeness incarnate. I really hope I don't do one of these bits when someone nice joins and they're like, oh, there's a trans streamer, let's go watch her. I mean, presumably that's what, like, Snowflake and Safe Space's, like, enemy was. Like, it was, like, too much woke. Because the only thing that can defeat woke is woke. Yeah. I'm a gender abolitionist, but in the way, like, I think, and this is my pretty hot take, is that more trans women need to verse themselves on, like, actual feminist theory. Because... Oh yeah, no. I am the only one who can defeat woke. Well, not anymore. Well, vaguely. I'm almost out of the money pit. We're nearly there. The rocket is on the launch pad. We just need a little more fuel. Turns out I'm just Tommy Tallarico. It is such an audible word. Speaking of Audible, this stream is brought to you by Audible. You can get 1 free audiobook credit every month if you sign up for Audible using my link, PissCum. Parents Helping Little Bit also posted the donation link on Twitter and was like, gamers, hello gamers, a gamer is in need. Please help a gamer out. Send over your V-Bucks. Kids, steal your parents' credit card, send them my money, send me their money. Is what I said. I went on, like, the Roblox forums and was like, kids, your parents don't need that money. It's mine. Your parents are doing fine. What do they need? Like, another yacht? A second divorce lawyer? No, they don't. What'll really help, like, rekindle your parents' marriage is giving all your money to me, your favorite internet personality. Yeah, no. Several people have helped me out. I'm very grateful for them all. I'm very appreciative for all the help of the kind internet people who've given me money. It's very overwhelming in, like, a very positive way. It's very sweet. They were right to do it. The parents may be watching right now, and I hope they know. I believe in you. I believe in your marriage. I think things can get better. Things can get better if you take my course. I have a 12-week marriage counseling. Well, I want to help them. I want to help. I'm not mocking their marriage. Things can only get better. Ah! Yeah. Sometimes we need tough love. Sometimes gamers. I know this is hard to hear. But sometimes bullying works. And often it doesn't. Like 90% of the time bullying is bad. But that like 10%? That like 10%? That creates someone like me. You just get that like right amount of bullying, not too much. Not too much. Like not the traumatizing amount of bullying, just like the normal amount. Just the normal amount, you know? Like, I think by and large meanness and bullying bad, but sometimes it forges someone. It forges them, it makes their heart cold. And that's how you create like a truly broken brain like my own. In a just world, I would be a Batman villain. That's a line that goes kind of hard. I might just quickly skeet that, actually. Give me 1 second, gamers. That's so funny. Bullying. See, imagine how good I would be at going like, it's the bat. Actually, I wouldn't be going, it's the bat. My goons would be going, it's the bat. I think I'd be a really good manager of goons. My goons... It's so funny. That's honestly, the concept of just like, we don't have bullies. That word doesn't exist in our language. Is so funny. That's like such a magical... Bullying is bad. Like, I'm not taking like a radical pro-bullying stance. Like, I feel like I should make this clear. I'm not like saying we should do more bullying. I'm just saying like, we need to average out the bullying. Like, some people are bullied way too much, and some people, honestly gamers, some people are bullied not enough. I think there's like a perfect mean average of how much people, and I do mean mean. There's a perfect mean average of like how much people should be bullied. And I don't know what scale we're using. I don't know what like measurement we're using. But like, I think if you're bullied not enough or too much, it does damage. It really does. But if you're bullied like just as perfect, if you hit like that golden ratio of like being bullied, but like not too much. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I feel like the concept of like dealing with bullying is like a relatively recent one everywhere. Egg. Hi, how was your day? We're talking about bullying and why it's morally correct. Welcome to like... Remember when we did manifesto chat and I was like... This was probably in a group chat and I was like... only like narcissists would write a manifesto. I think it's time for like the EFA manifesto on like bullying. We meaning... We, the royal we. The royal we, of course. I do have a wee bit of blue blood in me. I think it'd be really funny to adopt the royal we. The royal we. And then we could play bowling. It's like royal jelly. So... I'm really sorry. Oh, I know of Romana. The global history of inequalities. I think you'll find that there's never been any. That's lies. That's lies that the wokerati tell you. No, that sounds really interesting. No, the Queen of Canada is a fascinating person. Also, history of inequality sounds really, like, genuinely like a really interesting way of framing stuff. Like, yeah, no. Inequalities. They're things that, like, the Americans have. I do find it really interesting that, at school, we were taught, like, we did American civil rights. So we learned about, like, the Birmingham bus, the Birmingham bus boycott and stuff like that. When all of these things also happened in the UK. It really was. Like, it was really interesting that, like, US civil rights, which is incredibly important. I think there are aspects of it that, like, aren't replicated elsewhere, and, like, every country has unique, like, histories. But, like, it's really interesting how we didn't learn about any of the, like, UK based, like, the UK did busing to, like, desegregate schools functioning. We never had, like, segregation per se, but we did have, like, de facto segregation, and, like, we bussed students, like, to schools to try and, like, desegregate in the same way the Americans did, and, like, it was received equally badly. Oh no, has she come to a, like, grim end? Had bad things happened to her? No. But yeah, it's because, like, there's so much, like, civil rights history in the UK that like, I feel like the UK is, like, kind of behind a lot of other... Oh, 100%. I think, I haven't watched the John Duncan video, but isn't this the whole point of his PhD, and a lot of his stuff is that there's, like, that human rights is a very liberal concept that lends itself to merely furthering exploitation in many cases. It's the politics hour, gamers. You knew it was coming. It's what happens when we play Egg. That's fun. Zapatistas are cool. I'm sure they've done things that are problematic. Don't, like, come at me being like, actually, Aoife, I think you'll find that the Zapatistas... I think there is... The concept of a war crime is a fascinating one. I don't know enough to have an opinion about it, but I'm sure there's some really interesting work on it to be read. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Yeah. Like, it is like... The concept of a war crime implies that you have, like, arbiters of like, what is and isn't, and also it feels very... I hate to do this, but, like, it feels like who is and isn't considered, like, a war criminal is a like, concept that is used so inconsistently depending on who we're talking about, because, like, it's obviously, like, basically everyone involved in the Iraq War, like, the invasion of Iraq, should be considered. Oh no, don't use chemical weapons. Chemical weapons, like cluster munitions, all of these sorts of things, bad. Don't use them. Weapons that do not discriminate are particularly bad. I think definitely the concept of war crimes is one that I think needs some retooling. Did they though? No, but then, like, certain bits of it, like, say, Fallujah, or like, the use of white phosphorus, or other things like that. Oh, 100%. I think people shut up about inequalities real quickly. Like, people shut up about, like, inequalities real quickly if they're doing well. If, like, that core of people who are, like, key. The reason why people like Bernie Sanders managed to get so big in America, and possibly Cornel West is about to do something similar, but on a third-party platform, which will be interesting to see. I don't think he has any chance of, like, winning, but he could shape the conversation in, like, a similar way to Tea Party. Is that the middle class in America is functionally disappearing because of, like, the changes to, because of the way the American economy functions. I'm also not smart, so I think it's really funny when we do these little chats, because I use these words like I know what any of them mean. Should we play the Fallujah game at some point? I think it would be horrifying. I also don't know if it'd run on my PC, because as far as I'm aware, it's, like, very technically demanding. What is it called? Like, 6 Days in Fallujah? The one where they interviewed a bunch of, like, Americans who were at Fallujah and didn't interview a single Iraqi. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. What do you mean by sufficiency in that context? By equality, do you mean dragging people down to... I don't know. I feel like there's equality and there's equity, and I don't know what sufficiency means in this context. There we go. Ha, 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 ha. We did it. We're back. We're back, gamers. We're back. It turns out yesterday the failing we made fundamentally was not doing... Yeah, we're doing politics talk. Hi, Jade. We're talking about the American economy. We're talking about all sorts of fun things. Inequalities, war crimes... We're doing the chat which alienates people. Yeah, no. British shitness is very key to this as well. I feel like in many ways I know a lot more about British shitness. I mean, okay. I don't know, because I feel like sufficiency, you can... If that's the definition, I don't know if sufficiency is necessarily what you want to aim for, because sufficiency implies you maintain sort of hierarchical inequalities, like hierarchical inequalities which kind of fuck over... Ah! Yeah, like, because the idea of, like, living and participating in a society is, like, as the sort of qualifier for improvement and change feels like it... Oh! I mean, potentially, yes, but... You've also got to think about... and I'm gonna... Like... Isn't that version of, like, sufficiency potentially just, like, a sticking plaster? Like... People can be sufficient, but not living, like, happy, fulfilling lives. Sufficiency seems more achievable. Fuck. That was good. That was the first we got. Yeah, like, because in that definition of sufficient, like, a lot of Gulf states, like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, like the UAE, they would have, like, sufficiency seems just like such a a sort of a sticking plaster that doesn't actually address real issues. Yeah, like, I think the Gulf states are a really good example of that. Or say, like, Libya. Libya is probably, or Iran is maybe a decent example of this. Like, Iran has, to some extent, like, forms of UBI. And I wouldn't describe that as, like, a... Oh, I see. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I love it when, like, lecturers get tricksy. It's an interesting question. At the very least. So I think, arguably, and I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna bring it there. Arguably, Nazi Germany had sufficiency. Nazi Germany had sufficiency so long as you were part of the Volksgemeinschaft. Like, I think sufficiency is like an idea that is inherently very... Yeah, like, sufficiency is an idea where, like, I think it's very primed to be exclusionary and exploitative. Exactly. Like, sufficiency for whom? Because, like, by and large, if you look at, say, calorie intake during the Second World War, Nazi citizens, like, were, on the whole, having way better diets than their, like, counterparts in the US or UK. Like, the UK and France, particularly. Until after the war and you hit, like, the sort of starving years. Which, I can't remember if that's the actual term, but... Like, sufficiency... There's just something about sufficiency that gives me the ick. And I know that's not a very academic way of putting it, but... I should read more theory, is what I should do. Instead of just being like, oh, that term gives me the ick. This is how Zoomers discuss politics. You hear a term and you're like, nah, that one's yucky. That one's like uncomfy. Yeah, oh sorry, yeah. I'm using unacademic language. Yeah. You're not entirely wrong. I don't think. I'm not a historian. I'm not a historian. I'm a little dipshit who likes to talk about media. Like, I know stuff, but I don't know stuff in like a, what are you doing? I think fundamentally many things were and are racist. Like, the post-war settlement was in many ways reliant on... I think it could have not been. I think if you read about sort of the world post-World War II, there was, and it's not likely given who was in power, but there... Was it not Tyrion Lannister who's like, I drink and I know stuff? But if you, yeah, I find reading, like, stuff from... Oh, I see. It's from the Joker. I do find, like... What's the word I'm going for? I read a lot of stuff that's, like, views of the quote-unquote, for lack of a better term, or, like, the newly decolonizing... The newly decolonizing world, during, like, the late 40s and early 50s. And, like, if you read about the sort of ideas and, like, cooperation that was happening then, it's genuinely tragic. Like, how, like, Cold War squabbles ended up, like, completely crushing that. And I'm being utopian because, like, in reality, like, a lot of that stuff was never achievable. But, like, if you... It's like, things about, like, how... Like, the rights of women in a lot of countries in like, not the Middle East so much, but in, like, countries like, Indonesia and certain countries in, like, Latin America and Africa, actively went backwards so much because the West propped up the single worst people. Oh, Haiti is, like, a tragic story. Like, Haiti was the example. Like, Haiti was made an example of, and its people are still suffering to this day because of it. Like, it's grim. Like, the situation in Haiti these days is utterly horrific. And it's all the fault of, like, America and France. Or France originally, then America. Because I believe that, like, the debt, like, Haiti's debt is now currently owned by, like, some US banks. I think, technically. Or, like, how reparations for slavery are considered, like, an insane idea. When, like, when we abolished... Ireland is an interesting example, yes. Like, especially if you read, like, the original, like, declarations of like, 1916. If you read about, like, the declaration... Like, if you read, like, what... Like, the Republic, brackets, original... Haiti is, these days, a... Haiti, sorry. I'm mispronouncing it. Ugh, that third one is so hard. That was good until then. It's that third one that's a really difficult jump. We have done it before, it's just, I can't remember how to do it. Ifaganda. Yeah, the doing the small blocks has definitely taught me. I'm getting better. It's just, Aoife, what are you doing? Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting better at them. And I'm getting worse at these bits. But Haiti still had, like, a chance at certain points in its history, and has been repeatedly fucked over. Sorry, my brain just went empty for a second. Right. Just miss it. Just miss that block. Right, one. These big ones are fine. I'm kind of trying to use... Don't fall down. Yeah. It's when they start... When I aim for them in, like, the incorrect position, definitely. It's all definitely related to that. Huh. Once we get up here, though, we get loads more time to try, because the rate at which I lose health on this bit is so much slower. So probably, given that this is a 2-hour stream, unless I fall off again, this attempt will be the rest of it. And then tomorrow will be no. What are you saying, Aoife? Dark Souls 3. Probably. Oh. That's a failure. Because, like, this is the sort of game where you can watch, very occasionally, like, you can watch strats online and they help. But so much of it is just feeling it out for yourself. Like, there's no real shortcut in this game to learning to be good. Which is miserable in many ways. Like, it's what really makes me love this game. But also it's really hard and discouraging for most people, I imagine. But also, the sense of accomplishment and achievement once you do it. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I miss academic discussion. I'm not good at it, but fucking hell, Aoife. Fucking hell. I was just completely off to the side. That wasn't even an at all good jump. Imagine if we make it to the top and then we just don't have enough health to keep going. That would be so funny. Because I don't know when we next get given health after this. Okay, also let's just examine the path. Okay, there's so many of them. And we're going up and slowly that way. The health is up there. So even if we make it through these... Oh, the pan is actually so close from here. Oh, are you on the bus? The bus. I speak English. No. At least every time we do this, we're gaining more health, which means once we get up here, we've got more time and chances. On Debussy. On Debussy. I always set a time aside in my day for Debussy. I backed out there and I was like, oh, I'm going to try land back on the platform, and it did not work. Ugh. It does seem to be wet today. I don't know how much the weather is different between where I am and where you are, but it's wet here. Two. Three. Just don't jump, Aoife. Why would you jump? Ah, it's Universe Challenge tomorrow. I still haven't watched any Modern Universe Challenge. I should get back into it. It's a fun show. Also keeps you smart. I feel like you learn things watching it, which I always like, instead of like the dumb shit I watch. Stop just rolling off! Ah. Boing, 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 blah blah blah. Also, gamers, in exciting news, there's only one bit of the background checks for my job left to go, and then Yagao might be employed. It'd be really funny if I got to the end of this and they were like, nah. Who was I doing voices? Was I accidentally doing an accent? Oh yeah. If I were to go to pub quizzes, it would be helpful as well. Right. 1. 2. It was vaguely Kermit. I feel like everyone has a really good Kermit within them. I feel like Kermit is like an impression with it which is contained within every human. most people will never bring it out of themselves, but those who find the sort of spirit of Kermit within can sort of, it's like we all have the capacity to do a Kermit. Except for, I guess, people who are like, everyone got a friend in me. Indeed. Jump. No. Jump. Land. Jump. Land. Jump. Land. Heck. Ugh. See you later. Have a good New Year's challenge. Boing. Okay, cool. Right, we're on the first platform. 2. It's 3. That's 4. Fuck! I just moved too quick. I just jiggled slightly too fast there. We're definitely getting there. We're getting better at this bit. And the fact that we've made it there twice in this session is good. We are going to do this eventually. I just don't know how many more hours it's going to take. I should probably practice off stream, but then I'm scared I'll make progress. You know? Like, imagine if I accidentally make progress off stream. Will I have to just, like, record it and then show you the video? I guess I would. Or would I have to pretend I didn't? And just do it again? Who knows? Hope everyone's having a good evening or morning or lunch or dinner. Whatever it is where you are, though. Boing. 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 Okay, come on. Yes, we're doing good. We're doing good. Fuck. Okay. So I need to make use of the brake along with the sort of stick. Because if I don't use the brake, then I just fly off it. So I have to use the brake. The brake is an important part of our strategy. Bonk. Okay. We probably don't have long left of this life. Unless we make some progress. But I'm happy with this attempt anyway. Like, oh, beautiful. Just getting up this far is always a positive. Okay. That was not the opportunity to do that. Fuh! Yeah, aiming for the little ones is a little difficult, but that's fine. Boing, 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 boing. Bye. Oh. What are you doing, Aoife? Ugh. Come on. Honk. 1. Honk. 2. Onto the first platform. Onto the second platform. Onto the third platform. Onto the fourth platform. Ugh. We're definitely getting there. At least. Oh. My ad is about to start. I think it'll be really funny. I don't think the ads play for anyone except like the little screen I've got to check they work. Yeah, don't back out of it. That is the worst thing you can do. And don't do that. Don't get too confident either. Too much confidence, getting cocky, the worst thing you can do. Yeah, we'll definitely finish off in Lost Egg 3, I think, because the life I've got in that is shorter, so it should about add up to 2 hours if we do this bonus level attempt, and then whether we succeed or fail, because you never know, there's always a small chance that success could still come. It's not, I want to say, hugely high at this point, but never say never. If I could hit these platforms, it would be easier. Need to focus. So yeah, I'm thinking of Age of Empires at some point on stream, because it seems like a fun game to play. If you have any suggestions for games for the stream, especially ones which are like free or on Game Pass, or which I own. There's no way of you knowing which games I own, but I guess you can just have a little guess at which ones. If you're in the Discord, there's a like game suggestions section of the Discord. Oh, slightly. So yeah, if you want to suggest some games that you think would be fun for me to play, then I'm always excited. I always love hearing about that. I'm very bad at doing like game discovery by myself. I usually just see things that other people are playing and I'm like, yeah, that looks fun. Okay. That's free. Fun. Okay, cool. If it's not wet tomorrow, I'll go up the hill, and then I'll take a picture of me up the hill as proof that I've gone outside and gone on a little walk. If I do that in the morning, then in the afternoon we can play Dark Souls. Because I'm going to get up at not midday tomorrow. I know that's a pretty wild concept, but I will do it. I'll do it. Wee. Nah. Okay, we're down to the final 2,000 health, which tends to go relatively quickly. So I probably have 10 more minutes or so of this, unless I make some progress. Whoa. That's not how I meant to fly. Oh, that's an ad for the Royal Navy. I wonder if the Navy thinks that my streams are like particularly... Obviously, it's not them who do the like individual picking out streamers. But I wonder what about my audience gives like the vibe of like, this is like a good place to recruit for. From. Not for. I need to get better at judging that gap. That gap is the bit I'm having the problem with. It was interesting. I remember when I went to see Barbenheimer, whatever. I call it Boppenheimer because it's more fun, but Barbenheimer I guess is more inclusive of more of the names of the two. Oh, I was on there. That was meh. But yeah, I remember there weren't any military adverts before Oppenheimer, which really, but there were before Barbie. And it really interested me because, like, you'd think, like, when I go to the cinema, like, you see military recruitment adverts a lot. Like, the British military is struggling when it comes to recruitment. Like, I think there's, like, one country in Europe that's not struggling with recruitment, and it's Poland. And so it's not surprising they put, like, quite a lot into their advertising budget. It's just interesting that, like, cinemas are where they do it. Especially during the, like, middle of the day showings that I often go to. And that, especially the... Yeah, I mean, actually, to be fair, like, if you've seen Oppenheimer, it's definitely, like, not... It's a pretty anti-war film, so like it would be a silly. It's anti-war, but not in the way where like it's anti-war, but people can construe it as like, fuck yeah, this is cool. Oh, I just skimmed right over that. Yeah, no. It's like how... I mean, unironically, there are probably a non-zero number of people who saw Oppenheimer and were like, wow, nuclear weapons are so cool. I could be just like Oppie. Because, like, no matter how good your, like, societal critique or satire or whatever is. Yeah, Well, the thing about Saving Private Ryan is, even though it is, like, attempting to be, like, anti-war, it's so jingoistic and, like, hoorah in the way that it tries to do that, that, like, I don't know if I could describe it as, like, anti-war. Like, it feels very much like a recruitment piece to me. Or at least, like, military... Like, giving sort of the military a better name at a time when the US military and, like, Western militaries in particular were sort of struggling to find a purpose. Oh, yeah, no. They sell it as like, it's a grim watch, like, the Normandy landing and that. But, like, it was worse in real life. Well, wasn't that, it was Medal of Honor, which was literally Steven Spielberg's shooter franchise. And then Call of Duty was, like, came out in sort of opposition to that, or to, like, exploit the craze. Like, in the wake of Saving Private Ryan. So, like, Saving Private Ryan is the film we have to thank for our, like, modern... The domination that, like, FPSs have on... Or, like, military shooters. Yeah. And it worked! Kids these days aren't playing Medal of Honor. A little drinky before we... Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many... Like, your Black Hawk Downs, your Enemy at the Gates, your American Snipers. All of those films from like that sort of post... No! That was good until then. Why was I losing health there as I was rolling down? That shouldn't have been happening. Does the glass hurt me when I'm on it? Oh, did it? I mean, I guess that's what COD did, but I don't know how that would work. And, like, Spec Ops died off. Because Spec Ops The Line, even though people talk about it very fondly now, made no money when it came out. Okay, so the glass is just quite damaging. Yeah, Modern Warfare was... It was Modern Warfare that was the one that really changed everything, wasn't it? Like, I'm not, like, a massive expert on these because I don't also play many shooters. I've never played a COD game in my life. Which means it could be funny for me to play, like, a COD campaign on here at some point. Especially, like, the Modern Warfare ones. Where they're, like, so deranged. Boing. Right. Yeah, come on. We probably have like 5 more attempts at this. It's Modern Warfare 2 1, which has no Russian, right? Which is like the thing everyone remembers. Ah. Oh, that's fun. Well, I mean, they were invading so many at the time. Because I know that the Modern Warfare ones essentially have like a fake Afghanistan and a fake Iran, because like they have real countries in the West. Like you're actually in Amsterdam and London. But if it's... Oh. Yeah, Urzikstan. It is the funniest thing about Riverdale, and I say this a lot, I know, is that when like Archie goes to war in season... Yeah. I mean, that's all you need, really. Because when Archie goes to war, he goes to fight in the trenches of Uzbekistan. Egg is still going. We've made it to the sun twice today. I don't think based on our current health we're gonna make it to the end, but we've made some... It's been more productive than yesterday, at least. How are you doing? Yeah, no, so in the Riverdale universe there is some kind of war happening in Uzbekistan which Archie is deployed to fight in. But like they show it and there's like trenches and stuff, so like it's some kind of like trench warfare shit going on in Uzbekistan. Or is it Kazakhstan? No, it's Uzbekistan, definitely. Or maybe it's Kazakhstan. It's one of them. I forget which one. I think this egg's life is about to come to an end. And then we'll switch over to Lost Egg Free for a tiny bit. Yeah, we'll do like one Lost Egg Free bonus level attempt and then we'll call it a day. Because I need to go get dinner. This is just a little short stream. Because I wasn't going to do anything otherwise this evening. That's quite funny. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I'm not surprised that they're not allowed to fly over those three. Like, it's not surprising that like China, Russia, and like North Korea are like places that you can't really fly over as a like American army troop. We don't have the health, gamers. Let's just go out here and see if there's anything. Let's go to the edge of the rim. Does it have an edge? Because if it doesn't have an edge, that means once we're up this far, we're basically guaranteed to never fall beyond this point. Okay, so there's a tiny little gap. If I fall down from here... The glass does damage to me the whole time, which is interesting. But yeah. I wonder if there's any way we could fall off here to like... Oh, from the top platforms? They are like above this. So I think so long as you don't mess up too bad, you still just get kicked down to the sun. Oh shit, unless they're part of the... So yeah, I think we're functionally safe at this point. It will take a while to beat. This is true. But anyway, let's... Because this will take too long. So let's just hop over to Lost Egg Free for a change. Will I even need to change what we're capturing is the question. That's what I'm excited to find out. There we go. Welcome back to Lost Egg 3. No one plays this game. It's too hard. So yeah, as you can see, I'm way less good at this game. I've only beat 4 of the stages. Stage 5 is doable but very hard and has like a really annoying start. Stage 6 is, I think, technically doable, but it's going to be as hard as Lost Egg 2 bonus level. The bonus in Lost Egg 3, which we're going to have an attempt at now, isn't too bad actually. Like, it seems pretty bad. Like at first glance. But it isn't, actually, if you don't mess up. So this, if you haven't... Because we have played Lost Egg 3 on stream before. But it was only... It was a long time ago, and it was only for a little bit. So, I don't know how well known Lost Egg 3 is at this point. But yeah, this is the entirety of Lost Egg 1's Lost Egg 1 backwards, with some extra challenge thrown in. So yeah, once we get to Lost Egg 1, which we will play through eventually, just when I have the time for it, we will be seeing all of this again, but in a different order. But yeah, so the first couple of stages of this are quite easy. It's only really when we get... So this is the bonus stage of Lost Egg 1. Stage 6, 5 and 4 are all quite easy. It's stage 3 that I'm currently stuck on, which is also moving platforms. So yeah, this sometimes trips me up for a minute, but it's not too bad. So yeah, this is like 1/7 of the level complete, pretty much. This game is also a lot less active than Lost Egg 2, so you see other players far more rarely. Lost Egg 2, I feel like, has a bit more of a player base to it. Because Lost Egg 3 is definitely more unfair. So yeah, I think this was the level when I was stuck on this level for a while because as you can see, there's a bunch of moving platforms. So it looks like you need to like drop down and do it, and that's what I was doing for a while. And then I realized that I was being silly. You don't need to do that. You can do that technically, but there's an easier way to do it if you don't mess up the camera like I just did and roll off. Where you just roll over here, then you jump round, then you jump round, then you jump across, and jump across, and you jump through here, and then that's it. So level 5 here is the first toast, is where the first toast is stored. Given that I'm probably not going to beat this, it's probably not worth me going for it. But it takes like 2 seconds. It's not hard. It's even easier if I don't fall off there. Actually, you know what? We don't need the toast. We're not going to beat this in 6 minutes anyway. But yeah, so technically, this is another tricksy one where like it presents you with these like little guys and like it's like, oh no, I'm going to have to jump across them. But if you roll around here, you can simply just jump like that. And then we get into level 4. Level 4 is another one that is tricksy. Like, it presents itself as very difficult. And it is, in fact, not. It's also where the first health pickup is. Because, look, it kind of makes it look like you have to do, like, this. And, like, stay on here. And then jump over to, like, all of those. And, like, to get over there, which would be really hard. Don't you think? But no, it's actually not, because you can simply jump down here and go around and round and round and round. And here's the plate. And now is where it gets hard. So, this is level 3. Level 3 doesn't have any way of doing this easily. It has been tried by the community. You simply have to cross these books, and that's what I have spent approximately 5 or so hours trying to do at this point. Because it's some difficult platforming. What I will say is this is far easier of a challenge than... Oh yeah, no. I doubt we'll make it past this today, because we're just doing this for like the next half hour or so. Or 25 minutes. We'll do it until the egg dies. But yeah, you have to jump on each one of the books like a specific number of times to get across them in the sort of perfect pattern, because the final book isn't spinning like this. If they were all just spinning like that, it'd be fine. But the final one is like going the other way around, so you have to get it when it's at the top of its arc. And managing that is particularly difficult. So you have to bounce, like, I think 3 times on that final book. And once you hit that final book, that's when you can actually jump across to where the plate for this one is. So yeah, like, you have to go like 1, 2, 3, jump, jump! We were so close. I'm definitely getting better at this bit. So I think the idea that we would beat it is... The idea that we would beat it in this section is not impossible. Because that was basically what we need to do. I just need to not... I need to stick the landing now. Like, literally. It's just keeping it up. Because that is... It, like... I was never even getting to those last couple of books for like hours. Whereas now, it's still hard. I also want to try and keep the flag going, because I don't know if we get any more health for levels 2 and 1. And, ugh. Yeah, you need to keep those jumps straight, which I'm not great at. But yeah, it's just about sort of not getting in your head about it and then getting the perfect jumping pattern. And it's doable. Like, of all of the bits of Lost Egg, it's hard, but we'll get there eventually. Oh. I'll probably go through some clips later and see if any of them would be good to make into like YouTube shorts and stuff. So if you have any suggestions for any of the best clips, maybe I should have a channel in the Discord for that. What? What does this mean? What does this mean? What debate? What debate? What is this debate? I stand with Hillary. I'm with her. I'm with her. Is that an acceptable position? Oh. Oh. Thing is, even when I end the stream, I'll probably keep playing this, just not on stream. Because this level I'm getting really close to. I mean, yeah, possibly. I think having some kind of like turning like 25% of my brain off definitely does help a bit. Because I think overthinking these jumps, overthinking these jumps is one of the issues that I have. Like, because once you've done them enough, it just becomes like roads. Like, you can just do it. Bah! Oh. But yeah, these books have just been wearing away at me for about as long as any of the Lost Egg 2 stuff did. But the fun thing with this bonus level is it like has some difficulty spikes. So like I think the bonus level, doing the bonus level backwards and doing level 6 backwards are both quite difficult. And then the next 2 or 3 levels, I forget how many of them there are. The next 2 levels are quite easy. And then this one is really difficult. I don't know what comes after this. I've seen people do it. It was so long ago that I can't remember. So I don't know if it gets easier or harder after this point. Boing. 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 Oh. Oh yeah, let's play roulette. I could set up a bot to do gambling with.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness monster?
Thank you for the bids. That is a big jump scary one. So that's in Twilight. It's really loud. For me. Don't know how loud that is for anyone else, but that's a good jump scare one because it is just Kristen Stewart yelling. It's such a good scene. It's such a good fucking scene. I need to rewatch Twilight. We're almost in the autumn, so it is normally... Well, because the thing is, with that one, for 50 bits, you do have a small chance of getting one of the shit free ones. But you also do have a chance of getting, like, the entirety of Buck Bumble. Which would be funny. Because that's an expensive one that I keep behind paywall. For good reasons. Yeah, Nessie is definitely better than Renesmee. Like, Nessie is kind of cute. Renesmee is like a what the fuck name. Renesmee is a Pokemon ass name. Oh. Oh. Bella. How are you doing, Loka? That may also be a drop. I need to purge them a little bit. I also need to go back. I have all the Twilight books in Swedish. I need to read them. I need to finish them. Because when I finished studying, I stopped reading them. Because like it was like a revision thing. I should go back and finish them. På svenska. Och efter kan jag prata om hur de är på svenska. Och om det är några viktiga skillnader mellan dem. Yeah, we're getting there. We've got 20 minutes to do this. There's a non-zero chance that this will happen in 20 minutes. There's like a non-zero chance. It might happen. It might happen. Probably won't, but it might. You never know. Ah, The big sleep now haunts my dreams. I don't think these books were in Lost Egg 1. I don't think Lost Egg 1 really had many moving platforms. I think that was a Lost Egg 2 innovation. And then Lost Egg 3 really went to town with it. Okay, going backwards is kind of dangerous. Because I'll do that. I don't want to do that. That is like the one thing you want to avoid. That's the one thing we didn't want to happen. Ah, okay, we touched the 5th book, which is better than we've done for a wee while. Okay. Ah. There we go. Far Cry Rise of the Revolution. The new audiobook. Only on Audible. Jala. No somos la revolución. La revolución. Do we reckon Ubisoft are gonna like handle the Cuban Revolution with like gentleness and grace and like understanding? Or is it going to be a cartoon understanding of the Cuban Revolution? Because is Far Cry 6 out? I don't think it is yet. Or maybe it is. I do not follow the Far Cry games particularly. I can't remember people talking about it, but also people just like don't particularly talk about like Far Cry games much anymore. I feel like they're not a thing that's like particularly big in the discourse. Oh, thank you.
This is me fight song.
Me fight
Take
song.
back me life song.
Take back me
Prove
life.
I'm alright song. Me powers turned on. Starting right now I'll be strong. I'll play me fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Good. I love, like, the Swedish TTS is so good. I love her. She's so funky. Oh, I thought we'd fallen off already. Thought we'd fallen off already. The thing is, I'm getting my bad luck out of the way now, so when we go back to Dark Souls, I'll just own every single boss we have to fight. We're gonna get, like, both of the souls. We're gonna do, like, Yorm tomorrow. We're gonna do the twin princes. We're gonna do, Osiris. That's one of them, right? Osiris. We're just gonna beat Dark Souls 3 tomorrow. I'm gonna start struggling in Dark Souls 3 at some point. And it's gonna suck for me. It's gonna be great for yous, because yous love watching me suffer at Dark Souls. Oh, I went backwards. That wasn't meant to happen. Nope. I'm undershooting now because I'm scared of overshooting. Is the issue I'm having. And if you never know if you don't glow, you'll never... You need to shoot for the stars because otherwise you're shooting too low. Don't want to do that. Whatever that was, you don't want to do that. Don't... Ay, ay, ay. I need to actually chop up the when we got raided by TF. I need to chop up those the Tour de France records that we did on that stream. And then I can put them up on speedrun. I'm just missing gamers. Got another 10 minutes or so to go. Oh, I'm getting too cautious now. I'm like wanting to back out unless it's the perfect jump, and that's what's fucking me over.
For Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary.
It helps. It helps. It helps. We made it to the 5th book. We made it to the 5th book. We haven't done that in a wee minute, so Hillary did help. For Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary, for Hillary. Ba, 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 ba. I could make a smash cut of as many people I can find saying the words for Hillary as possible. Oh god, the fucking Hamilton Hillary rap is so bad. Like,
we're just normal men.
Whoa.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's such a good... Normal Men, Innocent Men is such a good one. It's really... Like, Hacker is so good. Hacker T-Dog, real good. Was that another cheaper one? Would you like me to give you one expensive one for free? Would you like one expensive one for free as a reward for playing the roulette? I can give you one drop for free once we die here if you would like. Just tell you have until we die to work out which one it's gonna be, and then you can request it. You can request that I'll sit here and listen to that drop. We'll all enjoy the drop together. We have like two or three more attempts at this point. I'm not gonna flag because we're almost at the end of the stream anyway. Oh. It would really suck if we made it, but then we like yoked on the... Yeah, if this were Dark Souls 2, we'd know exactly which one we wanted. This is true. I think. I forget which drops I have, to be honest. I have so many of them. I have too many. You have 20 health left, so even if I were to want to do well. Right. Which one do you want? Which drop do you want to sort of close out the stream with? Because I have so many of them. Oh, we don't want to hear me. I don't want to hear Aoife. Right. Goofy? Of course you can have Goofy. Oh, that's just for me.
away.
It's so loud.
Don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't know. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go.
And there we go. National Anthem is also very good. I think that brings our stream to the close today, gamers. I think that is what we call here a stream. Well, congratulations, gamers. We've made it for another stream. I think we did make progress in both eggs. Even if we didn't finish, we've definitely made progress. We survived. We did it. Right. I'm going to go get some dinner and stretch my legs a little bit. Have a nice evening. I will see you all tomorrow afternoon for Dark Souls 3, where we're going to make more great progress, have an easy time again. Boy. There's only 3 of us, so I'm not going to bother raiding anyone. We have died 0 times. Anyway, goodbye, gamers. I've put on the outro stream. No raid because there's, like, not enough of us left. So I'll see you all next time. Boy. Exactly, we've never died on stream. So we're doing well. Boy.